Lights, camera, debate, ignite, passion strong under the spotlight. Tune in for the clash, tune in for the spark. The critic and the cynic light up the dark.
Welcome back to The Critic and the Cynic. Our next movie is going to be a 90s Christmas.
Why?
Alright, so what do we got here? Are we talking about time travel?
Maybe. I mean, that guy has a 90s haircut for
Oh, sure. But I'm looking real close here at the poster, and I don't know if this wisps of stuff in the background is magic, like time travel stuff, or just like snow.
Either one, because snow does look like that.
Yeah, I love the guy's headphones. He's got the big orange the muffs for his ears. And there's not much to this, but it does look like a 90s poster, I would say. So let's go ahead and read the tagline. Rewind to the one that got away. So
yeah, it's time travel.
It's time travel. Finally, we got some sci-fi. I've been asking for sci-fi since the beginning of this thing, because I remember reading either Lifetime or Hallmark Christmas movie plot lines, and it's a lot of time loops, some time travel. I was like, where the heck did they go? Because all we've gotten is just bland romance comedy stuff. So let's take a look at the premise. Workaholic. Why is it always a workaholic?
Because they have to learn how to embrace the simple life to find their true love.
And there's no simple life in the 2024. There's only crap. You got to go back in time before there was smartphones in order to embrace the cool. So, workaholic lawyer Lucy Miller is celebrating her promotion alone on Christmas Eve when a mysterious rideshare experience transports her back to 1999. So it's not really the 90s. It's the end of the 90s.
Well, party like it's 1999,
That's right. And I hope that they have some Y2K jokes in there, because it's the end of 1999. You gotta have Y2K joke. Reliving the holiday with her mom, sister, and best friend, not to mention her high school crush. Lucy gets a second chance to understand where her relationship went wrong. Will this magical journey help her rewrite her future, or leave her destined to be alone?
Well, I'm sure she gets to rewrite her future, because Hallmark does not have
it's
sad
Hallmark. It's Hallmark.
endings ever. And I'm sorry, but I like a sad ending because life sucks, and let's reflect that.
You gotta be sad. Come on, guys. However, I am looking forward to it. I'm a big fan of time travel in general. I've watched countless movies on it. I've read books that feature it, just because I think technically there's a whole world out there of promise that you can do with time travel. A lot of people just don't. They like to stick to what's safe and stuff we've seen 1,000 times before. But I'm always crossing my fingers to see something that I've never seen before with time travel.
Well, you're not going to get that here.
Maybe not. And it's too early to tell yet. Nothing has been scored. It aired today as we're recording it, but it's only been like an hour or two, so nothing is updated. So we don't know how people think about this one, but we'll be seeing it pretty shortly.
2 hours later.
So there you go. When it comes down to this, obviously the big idea, the big draw was time travel, as we thought it would be. And it draws a lot of inspiration specifically from Back to the Future. So if there was a movie specifically that it was trying to copy this time, it would be Back to the Future. But only in certain things, definitely not in plot, just in some concept. Like in Back to the Future, the whole idea in that first film was that he had this picture in his pocket that he kept on looking at just to make sure that he wasn't screwing too many things up. He would look at the picture, and anytime he would screw stuff up, something or somebody in the photograph would disappear entirely or just kind of start fading away. And in this, instead of a photograph, it was a letter from her job in the future that was laying out the promotion that she just got. And if she screws too much in the past, that promotion starts to fade away. Because obviously in these movies, the strongest element is the workaholic stuff, and that's the stuff we're supposed to care about the most. I guess, I'm not sure, because
Well, no, it's the workaholic who finds out that work is not everything.
well, that's always the case, yeah. In this instance, we have a guardian angel type character that reminded me of Don's character in The Family Man, in which they're guiding them on their path towards what they're supposed to do. And their idea is that this girl can achieve everything that her heart desires. So not just the corporate thing where she has a promotion, but also this idea that she can actually get this guy too. She could get both. But she can't screw up anything now. She can't screw up anything, or else the letter's gonna disappear. You know what's not gonna disappear? The guy. He met her in the future, and it was pretty much in the books. She could have chosen to date him at that point too, before she even went back in time. So the only thing that is a possible threat here is the job, which isn't much of a threat.
I don't know. Speaking of time travel, is it possible to just fast forward so I don't have to watch these movies?
No. In fact, we only have one more button. That you have a button. Stu, you have the crap button, but you're not using it here. No, I think it was...
I did not like this movie.
Well, clearly. But that's okay. I found it to be average. Is exactly more or less as I expected. But the nice thing about it was that it was sci-fi, which we haven't really seen on the Hallmark channel up to this point with the Christmas movies. And again, like what I said with the Jack Black movie, it was a nice change of pace from what we have been seeing. Okay, it was not Christmas Olympics anymore. It was just the same old type of thing that we have been seeing, but with a twist with time travel, which I thought was nice, because there's a lot of fish out of water. Oops, I'm in the wrong time period. I can't say the wrong thing. Oops, what's Google? Ha ha ha. Stuff like that, which we expected. And yes, there was one joke in there with Y2K at the forefront. And this was kind of littered throughout the movie. But I would say that as a whole, the plot was not something that really garnered my attention. It was not what I wanted out of it, ultimately. And I think that's mostly because they really were holding on to this you should really care about her job in the future thing. Why? Why should I care about her job in the future? This is something I just don't understand. Why should I care about that?
Because she cared about it.
Yeah, but they always care about it, but the idea at the end of the day is it doesn't matter because you have your whole world right in front of you. I didn't actually get that with this one as much as I got care about this job. It's important. That's what I got out of the movie, which is weird. So it's not good enough for me to have eventually used my unicorn button if I had it. It's not bad enough for me to say crap, and it's not bad enough for me to veto it. So at the end of the day, I think that it's really right down the middle for majority of it, even though I do like the sci-fi angle. So if I were to rate it, I would probably put it somewhere in the ballpark of 65%. I don't know about you.
40.
40?
40.
What's wrong with it?
I don't like it. It's dumb.
Well, they're all dumb, but how does this rank upon the other dumb ones that you give 50% to?
Because we've got this person approaching 40 who goes back to the 90s so that she can be 19 again, looks exactly the same, the guy looks exactly the same except his hair, instead of getting slicked back, is forward with the stupid 90s haircut.
Well, here...
It's just plain dumb.
Yes, when it comes down to approaching age differences, we already know that they have no idea what to do. Our holiday story, case in point, a movie with flashbacks, so you're already talking about 10 years prior in that one, and nobody looked any different. In this, you're talking about
25 years.
25 years. I don't think she was approaching...
19 plus 25. She's approaching 40. 25 years.
She's 44. She wasn't 44.
Well, she wasn't 19 either. They even said that she hadn't been home in 25 years. And we went from 2024 to 1999. So that made her 44.
So she had to be 44 in the beginning of the movie, and then she was supposed to be playing a 19-year-old throughout the runtime of it. They obviously hired an actress that was in her mid-30s, somewhere in the middle.
That's fine, but this movie was dumb.
They're all dumb. All of them.
Yes, and I have hit my tolerance for dumb Christmas movies, okay?
There's a few more.
Yeah, I know.
But this one is a toss-up. I'm not really looking forward to the rest of the movies that we're looking at this week, though, because most of them just kind of shouted no. But we'll find out. So you rated it 40, I rated it 65. So take that as you will, people, and decide on yourself if a time travel Hallmark rom-com is for you this holiday season or not. But that's a 90s Christmas.